Orleans Saints. He recorded 346 career catches, 31 touchdown receptions. The New Orleans Saints, of course, in case you've been hiding under a rock, are playing the NFL season opener on Thursday night against the Green Bay Packers in a battle of the Titans of the last two Super Bowl champions. And here to talk about the Saints, please give a warm welcome to our friend Torrance Small. Torrance?
Thank you. How you guys doing today? I'd like to thank the Quarterback Club and Ken for welcoming me in, keeping me in the loop with football. I know you guys thought we weren't going to have it for a while. I was in the same boat with the lockout and all, but it was just a little technical problem, a little $8 billion problem, but we got the $8 billion thing taken care of now. And I don't think it was a matter of the owners being wrong or the players being wrong. It's like a lesson I learned with my wife. We went to this marriage counseling class, and it told us that it said, you're not wrong, you're just different. You know, nobody is wrong, you're just different. And so it was just a little difference of opinion, but thank God we got that out the way right now, and we can play some football. And what a way to open up the season with your former champs a couple years ago, the New Orleans Saints, and the defending champs, the Green Bay Packers. I think it's going to be a great game, I'm just happy we got the appetizers out of the way. We got the preseason out of the way. I know a lot of people have been excited, been asking questions, what's going on, what do you think about the Saints and whatnot. And from my point of view, what I saw this preseason, I saw the open game against the 49ers. I saw a Greg Williams defense. And I know a lot of us are a little worried about the defense because after that first game, defense has been kind of vanilla. And believe me, that would not be Greg Williams going into Green Bay. They're trying to disguise a few things. They don't want to open up their hand. I think the guys will, I think the team is better at scheming than we are talent. I think we have a better scheme than we have talent on our defense. And I'm pretty sure Greg Williams will address those things that we didn't see during the preseason. Offense, I think offense, we didn't do well the first three games. The last game we came out, we saw Drew Brees be Drew Brees. We saw him come out and drive the team down like we expect. We saw those flashes of greatness from him, taking what the defense gave him. Last year, I think I wouldn't say a setback because he still had a great year, but I think he just tried to do a little bit too much. And I think he's back to his old self now. He will lead this team offensively. I think we will be a dominant team again. We have a great three horsemen back there at the running back and whatnot. I'll talk more about that, but that's what I saw during the preseason. I saw the offense finally come up at the end, and I saw the defense start off great, but we just gave up way too many. When we got man on man, if we don't blitz, if we don't play a Greg Williams defense, it's going to be tough on the Saints. Drew Brees and company are going to have to score a lot of points in order for the Saints to win some ball games. But looking at the offense right now, the offense is we're back in attack. I think we're only missing the one guy, Reggie Bush. I think they did a great job at going out and getting Sproles, a guy that could complement, has the same likeness of a Reggie Bush. One thing Reggie did give the Saints, he stretched the field. And I know a lot of you guys probably saying, well, he never ran down the field, but if you're Drew Brees and the way he likes to operate, stretching the field, you don't always have to go deep. You can stretch the field from sideline to sideline, or you can even pull the linebackers up. And that's something that he did, and I think going out getting the Sproles, that's going to help us also because he's a little elusive guy, and that's a guy they don't want with the ball in his hand and open field. That's a guy you have to get a hold to real early, and I think he's going to be great for us on third down, some of those special downs that we have. Peyton, he likes to run a lot of different formations. He likes to run a lot of different personnel. That keeps the defenses off balance, and I think with the adding of Ingram, I think we're going to have a great running back here. A great running back. This guy he's powerful. He's strong, and from what I'm hearing, he's also smart. He's able to pick up on the blitzes. So he would be a guy that's able to come in and play right now. A lot of times we get a lot of young guys that come into the league and you wonder why these guys are not playing. Hey, it's a thick playbook that you get, and it's a lot that you have to take in, and not only take in, you have to go out and perform, and it has to happen. You have to process real quick. And this young guy is able to come in and do that right now for us, and I think he's going to be great. I look for a big season from him. I'm expecting a big season from him. I'm expecting him to run the ball more than Pierre Thomas run the ball. So I'm expecting big things out of him. We have a great tight end, the big guy, the young guy, Graham. Here's a guy, he'll be a Pro Bowler one year. If he keep doing what he's doing, he's going to be a Pro Bowler one year. Young guy that played basketball, still learning the game. You got to understand, here's a guy still learning the game, still getting a feel for defenses, how to get a feel for those linebackers when you work in that middle. But once he get that down, have that little knack, he gets a better understanding of the defense. He's going to be even better. He has the talent, a lot of talent, a lot of upside. And I look at this guy doing some great things for us. For us, our receivers and whatnot, we still have that same crew coming back, which is great for Drew, because they all know each other. They all know the offense. They know where they're supposed to be. Now, we do have a little hiccup right now, which is Lance Moore. Lance Moore is nursing a groin injury. We don't know the status of it too much right now. We don't know the status of it too much, but here's a guy that Drew Brees loves. He loves this guy, especially on third downs. This guy has a great feel for defense and how to find those open spots and manipulate the defense and all. Great route runner, and great sure hands. He's a guy that we're going to need. If he's not there, I don't think it'll stop the offense, but I do think it does slow us down, because you're talking about somebody with some experience, as well as probably one of the favorite receivers for Drew. So I think that can put a little slow us down probably a little bit. Offensive line is back. We lost one of our starters, but again, the Saints go out and replace and get another good center to come in, which I think the front office has done a great job. When players leave, we've been bringing other players in. I think they've been doing a great job at drafting. Saints, they not only, even in the late rounds, people who they draft, they use. These guys come and they produce during the year for us. They produce. They're not guys that's coming kind of sitting back and not playing as much. These guys are getting in and they're been a part of the game, which is a great thing. And we know we have probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He can be argued as one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I'm looking for a big year from him. I know he was disappointed in the last season. I look for him to come back and be more focused. I expect the Drew that I saw at the end of the preseason. Well, not the end of the preseason, but the third game of the preseason, that is. He came out, he looked sharp, he was on point, his accuracy, throwing guys open. You guys don't understand the ability that he has to be able to throw a guy open. A guy doesn't have to always be open, but he can throw a guy open, and I think that's great. I look for the offense, and I think this year, I don't know, depending on how the defense goes, but I think we're going to need 20-some points, 25 points to win games this year, depending on what our defense do. If I have any concern, my concern is with the defense. We won't be without. We'll be without Will Smith at the beginning of the season. We lost Brown, which is a veteran guy. We drafted some young guys to come in, and we went and picked up a couple free agents, one from the 49ers, and we have some young guys that backed up that will be coming in on that front four. Our thing is, again, I tell you, I think we're better at scheming on defense than we are at talent. And I think the scheme helps a lot of the players to perform well. And I do believe we're going to have to definitely get out the Aaron Rodgers. We're going to have to blitz. We're going to have to blitz. We're going to have to show them a lot of different things. Greg Williams is the master of it. For us, our linebackers, I think Jonathan Vilma is good. I like to see Castillo in there. I don't know if he's going to start. My preference, I think the guy plays pretty well, but you always have some things behind the closed doors that we can't see everything that happen in the meeting rooms, and especially when you're talking about a Greg Williams defense being in the right place at the right time. One thing about his defense, it's not made for you to make the play all the time, but it is designed for you to be in place all the time, to do your assignment all the time. And when you don't do your assignment, the defense will get hurt. And when you're going against a guy as sharp as Aaron Rodgers, you best be where you're supposed to be. And that's what we have with a lot of these young guys, they come in and not where they're supposed to be. Our cornerback situation, I think we're decent. I think we're solid. We have solid corners, but I think they perform better when the blitz is getting there. I think we need the blitz to get there. I don't think we have a pass rusher that can, with Will Smith out, that is going to dominate and get the sacks that we need. So we're going to rely heavy on the scheme of things. And we have to get to Aaron Rodgers. We have to put him on the ground. I know we all remember the NFC Championship game against the Minnesota Vikings. We had Brett Favre on the ground at all times, and that's something we're going to have to do to Aaron Rodgers. I know they had some injuries and all over there on their offensive line. They had some problems, and a lot of people got to him, and that's what we're going to have to do in order to make up for the lack of talent that we have. Safeties, I think we have two great solid safeties in Harper and Jenkins. Jenkins is, I must say, he's going to be one of the elite players in the league. I see him here's a guy that's very versatile, pretty much like Wilson over there with the Green Bay Packers. You can play him anywhere. You can play this guy at corner, you can play him at nickel, you can play him at strong, you can play him at free, and wherever he plays, he makes plays. Here's a guy got a great upside. I look for him to hopefully, he keep playing away, a Hall of Famer one year. Man, this is a good guy. I really love him. I do think we have we're very solid at safeties. I think that is our strong point right now. Is our safety. As far as our depth on defense, it's wet and wet. And again, I just think the offense is going to have to score a ton of points this year in order for the Saints to win some games. As far as special teams, my kicker, he's down. I don't know how long he's going to be out. As we saw in the preseason game, that hurts. We done been in a lot of games where we've been down, 3, or you need that kick or whatever, and I don't know what's going to be the answer to that, but that's something that has to be addressed. The game is 3 phases, and if these coaches can pretty much tell you right here, it can be won or lost in special teams. The game can be won or lost in special teams. Look at LSU. Not LSU, but Auburn. They go get an offside kick there, man. At the end, they come back and win the game because of special teams. So it's a big part in it. We're pretty solid, I think, at returners and whatnot. I think we're pretty solid there. For us kickoffs, hey, thank God for the extra 5 yards we get. Hopefully we can kick it in the end zone and don't give the guys a return. But as far as the team, that's what I see for us: offense, defense, and special team. And for us, the team we're playing, we're gonna have to. When they make mistakes, we have to take advantage of them. That's one thing. The Saints going to have to take advantage of any mistakes they make, and I think we're going to have to play our best game. Defense, I'm a little worried about the defense, but unless we get to Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be a long night. And if he's going to be on the field throwing, hey, let's keep Drew on the field throwing. And the key to winning, I played on 5 different teams, and one thing that all the coaches always stress, 3 things always determine. I think 90% of the games are determined by turnovers, penalties, and third down conversions. Defense got to get them off the field. Offense has to stay on the field. Those things determine who win the game, and I think it's going to be a big determinant who wins this game. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be exciting. I think the NFL has done a great job of letting the Saints lead these NFL games out because we do bring a lot of energy. I know I've been feeling the energy around the city. A lot of people have been coming up to me asking my opinion on things, but that's where I see things from the preseason and see things going forward with this first game. As the season go on, I'm pretty sure we'll have a difference of opinion. I'll be taking any questions right now. Yes, they are planning on using them at kickoff return and some punt return. I'm pretty sure they'll interchange him probably, some with Roby probably on the kickoff returns, but if I'm not mistaken, he will be doing punt returns. But also, again, Lance Moore won't be doing too much of that because of his injury, so he'll probably be more full-time there for us to punt return. But he's going to be great for us, yes, not just on third downs and special plays for him, but he's going to be a great one for us on special teams also. Any more questions? All right, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you, Torrance. I want to thank Barry Wilson, Wade Kaiser. Wish both Holy Cross and Jesuit the best of luck on Friday night, Great American Rivalry game. Torrance Small, also Herb Tyler and Ty Graffinini for being here today. I want to remind you we'll be back on Monday next week at noon. Monday's the rest of the season, and next Monday, among others, we'll have Marcus Scott of West Jefferson, Steve Barrios from Tulane. He's a West Jefferson grad too, by the way. Norman Hodgins Jr. from LSU and Saints as well. So hope to see you next week. Bring a friend. Look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for being here. God bless you.